Oh, this is a long one, dude.
That's what she said?
Am I the asshole for not staying with my friend while she was experimenting with drugs? This I want you to answer this right now first. Do you think she's an asshole first of all? Just from that title?
I could see both sides, but if you were to go with the obvious, yeah. I mean, that sounds like an
Yeah.
asshole thing to do, but I would like to definitely hear the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
story.
Just from the title, it seems like
It would be an
they're an
asshole thing,
asshole.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What do you mean? But
Me, non binary 20, and my best friend, female 20, have been best friends as long as we can remember. We even coordinated our college admissions to get into the same school and managed to get into the same dorm, just a few doors down from each other. Ever since we started college, my friend has been experimenting with all kinds of drugs. I don't know exactly what because I strongly dislike drugs due to some family members with substance abuse, and due to my Wait. I don't know exactly what because I strongly dislike drugs due to some family members with substance abuse and do my best to know as little about her experimenting as possible. I've even told her that I don't want to be anywhere near her while she's on anything, as being around people that are under the influence of anything makes me extremely uncomfortable. Anyway, last week she invited me to her dorm, which is pretty normal. We're almost always together in one of our rooms. This time, though, as soon as I came in, she started talking about how she got some LSD from a classmate in one of her gen eds, and she was super excited to try it out. I stopped her and reminded her that these kinds of things make me uncomfortable, and I didn't want to hear about it, and she said she knew, but this was different. Apparently, when people do LSD, they're supposed to have a sober friend to stay with them in case things go bad or something, and she wanted me to be her sober person because she trusts me more than anyone. I told her definitely not, there was no way I was comfortable with that, and I started leaving. That's when she started freaking out and told me that she already took the LSD right before I got there and I had to stick around because otherwise she'd be alone and anything could happen. I said that wasn't my fault and left despite her begging. I guess things did go bad because before long I started getting some increasingly frantic texts from her. Stuff that didn't really make any sense but was obviously from someone who was panicky. I texted her back that I wouldn't be helping her and then turned my phone off for the night. I woke up to a ton of texts from her, and I guess she must have texted our other friends because our entire friend group had lit up my phone telling me that she was in trouble and that I should go check on her. I went through and responded to each of them explaining the situation. They all know my history with drugs as well. And all of them but one said some variation of calling me a dickhead and saying that I should have gotten over it and checked on her because things were apparently really going wrong for her. We were supposed to be doing things together on Christmas break, but ever since this happened, I'm only getting one word text back from her, and she's refusing to talk to me in person. I don't feel like I did anything wrong, but we've never gone this long without talking, and I'm really starting to doubt myself. Am I the asshole?
that was a doozy.
Yeah, this one's a roller coaster, brother.
Yeah, that had a lot of twists and turns.
I do not think that they are the asshole. I don't think they are because they have expressed so many times how they're uncomfortable with the drug usage. And this friend, their best friend that they've known for years, tried to exploit them by saying or by already doing the LSD before they came. Before they
Yeah.
came into the fucking door, they already did
Yeah,
the
because
LSD
yeah, that
expecting
was
them
like
to
their way of
stay.
trapping them there. Yeah, that's when
Yes.
I was like, "Oh, you're for sure. You're not the asshole." The one thing that I thought was kind of an asshole was how yeah, I mean, turning your phone off. I guess
Yeah,
I don't know, but at the same time, if they wouldn't have, I mean, they're just gonna text you and probably like call you over and over and over again. And if they are high on a panic attack, it's almost like if you were going to help, if you're going to try to help them over the phone, you might as well have stayed. So I guess it
true.
kind of makes sense where it's like, I'm leaving and I'm also turning my phone off because I'm not going to help you over the fucking phone either.
That's true. See, yeah, I agree with that because like turning your phone off is a crazy thing to do to
Yeah,
somebody.
I mean, that was crazy, but like,
But at the same time, yeah, like you said, they're just going to be doing the same thing if they were there or not.
exactly. Yeah. So if they're not going to stay, they're not going to help you over the phone either. And that is completely not their fault because you took it already and you
Expecting
know
the
how they
friend,
were.
yeah, expecting your friend who you know exactly how they are with drugs to do that.
And at the end where she said, I guess she must have texted our other friends. You could have done that as soon as that other person left.
Right.
As soon as that person left, you could have immediately been like, hey, I might have fucked up, but here's a heads up, or can you come over or something?
Right.
Like,
It would have made the most sense to do that. But instead,
Yeah.
they just texted him and was like, yeah, they're fucking, they're a dickhead for not helping me. Like, what, bro?
yeah. I mean, they probably only got their side of the story.
Right.
Like, I had already taken it and they didn't give a fuck and they still left or whatever. Yeah, this person's not the asshole.
Definitely not. Definitely fucking not.
It doesn't even really seem like the other person's an asshole. It just seems like a really shitty situation that happened.
I think they're a bit of an asshole for doing it and like
yeah.
trapping the person, expecting them to
yeah.
help them even though they know their history.
True. Yeah.
But at the same time, they might not have been thinking, and it's just like a, blah 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 type of thing. You never know, but still.
And maybe that really truly is, I mean, the only person that they wouldn't even want to do it with the other people, but like that's kind of your fault for putting yourself in that situation.
Right. I love the titles of these so much. Am I the asshole for asking my friend if they want to buy something that I got for free? My fiance and I had our two friends over for dinner tonight whom are a couple, and towards the end where they're getting ready to go home, I asked them if they'd like to buy our brand new unopened item because we have two of them. Amazon had accidentally shipped us two of the same item and told us to just keep the other one. We have no use for the other one, so we were going to sell it on the Facebook market for $120 because it's $160 on Amazon. Said friend said, "Don't you need it?" When we explained holy shit, hold on. Said friend said, "Don't you need it?" We explained that we have two and that Amazon accidentally shipped us two and they let us keep the other one for free. My friend then said, "That's really nice of you to..." Holy shit. My friend said, "That's really nice of you to be giving us this." And I realized my friend thought we were giving it to them for free. It started getting really awkward as I explained that I asked if they wanted to buy it. My friend said, "You got it for free and you're trying to sell it to us? That's not right. Friends don't pay..." Fuck. That's not right. Friends don't try to profit off of their friends. They brushed it off, said their goodbyes, and left, but you could tell they were disappointed. Not disappointed that they're leaving without the item, but at me for trying to sell it to them. I didn't think anything of it at first, as I was originally trying to sell it. I wasn't thinking and just thought that maybe my friends would want that deal. I feel stupid and rude and that maybe I shouldn't have asked at all. I also want to add that they're not the type to try to get things for free. It's just completely principle for them. My fiance says I'm not the a-hole, but that could be biased for obvious reasons. Well, am I the asshole?
Yeah, maybe you just shouldn't have fucking mentioned it at all. If you were planning on selling it and then mad that your friends wouldn't buy it after showing it to them, you should have been like right out the gate. You shouldn't even have mentioned it.
I think they should have said right out the gate that they were selling it.
Yeah, that they wanted to sell it.
Yeah, for money. Because they originally first said, we just have one, do you want it?
Yeah, and then the friend would say, "Oh, don't you guys need that?" And they're, "Oh, actually, Amazon sent us two, so you guys could just have the other one." And then
Right.
they'd be like, "Oh, that's great. Okay, that makes sense."
That's what the friend thought was happening.
yeah, and then they were like, "Hey, what about my money?"
Yeah, where's my money, punk?
Bro, I'd have been like, "Bro, what?" Dude, that's such a crazy thing.
Well, Reddit.
Yeah, man, we got this other one completely for free. You want it? Yeah, sure. All right, you got to pay me for it. Still.
But if they would have just said we're selling it, like,
Yeah,
and if they would have said don't you need it, they would have just said. I mean, I don't know how you would explain that actually.
I would just say it's on the market already. I can't just give it to you. Someone's gonna fucking buy it soon. And if no one buys it, sure. But it's not just big. It's on the market.
True. That's very true.
Yeah. Don't you need it? Oh, they actually sent us two, so I got this one up on the Facebook market right now. Boom. And then they could even fucking message you on Facebook later, and you could even give them a better deal or something.
Right.
And then my fiance says I'm not the asshole. Well,
of course.
Yeah, that could be biased. Yes, it is.
It definitely is. You are an
Unless
asshole for this.
Unless she thinks it's legitimately not wrong either. Okay, well then that's both your guys' problem.
You guys are just dumbasses.
That'd be so funny. I feel like to put one of these up here and be like, "Am I the asshole?" And then like a majority is like, "Yes," and you're like, "Oh, Damn.
You just get shit on by all of Reddit
Yeah, like,
too.
what do? Do you, like, send this to them? You're just like, I hope you guys are fucking happy. You fucking figured me out.
You figured
I'm
me
the
out.
asshole.
Am I the asshole for not letting my friend use my boat?
Nope. It's your boat, man.
My family owns a wakeboard boat, and we frequently take my friends out to water ski and wakeboard. A couple days ago, one of my friends asked if he could take some friends from a different friend group out. I said probably, and that I'll check with my family to see what day would work. We found a day and planned the outgoing. We found a day and planned the outing. Shut up.
The outgoing.
Shut up. An hour after confirming the plans, my friend texts me and asks if I will stay home because, and I quote, "You're not part of this friend group and we don't want you there." Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
I assume he's just joking, so I text him and say, haha, and, haha, and
I was
then
gonna say, you
ask,
should have actually laughed. That would have just been so fun to just throw it off. Just be like, and then he said, so, and then asked what drinks and snacks. It's just like a cut of you actually laughing.
I assume he's joking, so I text him and say, and then ask what drinks and snacks he wants me to buy. He texts me back and says he's being dead ass and he and his friends don't want me there. So
I'm dead ass.
so I tell him if he's not going to let me come on my own boat, then I'm not going to let him go out with his friends, and I cancel the whole thing. So am I the asshole? I really don't know in this situation. To clarify, the boat belongs to my dad. I'm still living with them because I'm in high school. My friend was assuming that my dad would take my friend and his friends out and leave me behind. Wait, what?
He thought that his dad was going to take his friend and their friends and just, like, leave him at the house or whatever. Like, his dad would chaperone the fucking trip, apparently, because I guess, they probably couldn't drive the boat.
Dude, your friend is an absolute dickhead.
That's
What?
crazy. Honestly, you're not a part of this friend group, and we don't want you to be there, but we really want to use your boat. We don't know how else to get a boat. Is basically what the fuck they said.
That's
we really want to
crazy.
hang out we really want to hang out like on the water with a boat, but we don't have one and we don't want to rent one, so we can use yours. You just can't be there.
You just can't be there. Yeah, literally, bro. But your dad can be there.
That's fucking insane.
What a
I'd be
stupid fucking
fucking
person.
fuming. I'd be fuming. Imagine your dad's just like, what? You can't cancel their plans.
Yeah,
I'm fucking using the boat.
Imagine your
I'm
dad's
going.
cool with
I don't
it.
know about I don't know about you, but I'm going. Just fucking leaves you there, dude. Yeah, that's hilarious actually, to just be the person to be like, all right, this isn't happening then.
Yeah.
And then they got fucked.
Yeah, this person is definitely not the asshole, but your friend is the hugest asshole I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You are not a part of this friend group and we do not want you there. What the fuck?
Dope, man.
Am I the asshole for mentioning a friend's past engagement in front of her unaware fiance? 10-ish years ago, my friend Deb was 17, working fast food, and had a manager about 38-ish. As soon as she turned 18, he started dating her, and 2 months later proposed to her. Now, if you ask Deb, she'll say she didn't understand it was dating as she hadn't dated before, and her parents were hardcore addicts, so she didn't have people to talk to about this. She said yes because she feared of losing her job, but also just wanted to get out of her home life. She said she liked the feeling of having someone caring about her, but she never liked her manager. Personally, I think this is just her too ashamed to admit that she was going to marry a much older dude and is looking for excuses. Before their wedding, she called things off and said she never wanted to talk about it because she felt so disgusted and ashamed of that relationship. Life went on, and I'd say Deb's life has improved a lot. She's engaged again with a guy a year younger than her, which is pretty funny. I've asked if he knows about the relationship with her manager, and she says he knows what she's comfortable with sharing. I guess her current fiance didn't know she had said yes when he proposed. He just knew her manager had proposed to her. I spilt the beans during a joke I made. Everything was pretty awkward after that. Am I the asshole? You are 100% the fucking asshole.
Dude.
Literally
Another
said...
thing that could just be completely avoided.
Completely avoided just by not saying a fucking word. None of
Yeah.
that is your business, bro. None of that is your fucking business, and you're bringing it up to her fucking fiance now.
Yeah.
And that was
Eventually, I assume they'll know everything if she wants them to, but
right.
that's crazy.
And what a fucking way to say, hey, I think this is just her too ashamed to admit she was going to marry a much older dude and is just looking for an excuse.
Yeah, as soon as I
What
seen
the
that,
fuck?
as soon as I seen that, I was like, oh,
You are a
oh,
big fucking asshole. Like, I don't understand how these people are friends with each other. How do you like how
yeah,
do you have a
no,
friend that you think is making an excuse for something that was actually horrible that happened to her? She was literally groomed by this 38, 40-year-old man. And you
yeah,
think she's just making excuses because she was too ashamed of it. Like, maybe she is, but what kind of fucking person says that, bro? A fucking asshole.
yeah, exactly. People are fucking crazy.
Dude, people on Reddit are just something else to me. Like, this person really thought they were not an asshole for this.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
But yeah, definitely all of Reddit accused her of being a fucking asshole. Am I the asshole for not letting my friend and his fiance move in with me? To me, this is simple that I've done nothing wrong, but some people are saying that I'm an asshole, so I'd like the opinion of this fine sub. So I'm a 28 male, and my friend Tom is 29 male, and his fiance Kat is 31 female. Recently, Tom and Kat have come into financial issues and are unable to pay for their rent. As it stands, they can either move in with Kat's parents, who live roughly 2 hours away, or they can move in with me until they find another place to rent. Now, they would rather move in with me. I live alone in a 3-bedroom house, so I do have the space. It would be easier for them as they can stay near our other friends and close to Tom's work. There's also a lot of parks nearby, so Kat can take her dogs for walks. That's all well and good for them. However, the idea of living with someone, let alone 2 people, does not sit well with me. I have 1 bedroom where I sleep, the other 2 bedrooms are my home office and my library. Furthermore, I love the feeling of coming home to an empty house. Everything is as I left it, and I can properly unwind. Also, living alone makes it easier to bring girls over. So I told Tom and Kat this, and they were not happy. They called me selfish for not sacrificing for them. They said a true friend would help, so I told them the blunt truth. I would be happy to help Tom. He works full time and would respect my space, but I did not want Kat to live with me. Reasons being, she doesn't work, so she would be in my home much more than me. Her dogs are inside dogs, and I don't want that at all. And I told them that Tom has told me privately he gets frustrated that he comes home from work and still has to prepare dinner and do most of the chores. I told Kat she's lucky she's with someone who tolerates her and loves her, but I'm not like Tom. I'm not dealing with it. Kat breaks down crying at this point and calls me evil. I apologize to Tom and tell him he knows my stance. This happened late last year. Right now, Tom and Kat are living with Kat's parents still, and I know it's hard for them. My mates know how Kat is and told them I did the right thing. However, people who are close to Kat are saying I'm a terrible person and I put them in a situation which might ruin the relationship. So am I the asshole for not letting my friend and his fiance move in?
Hmm. What do you think?
I think this motherfucker Tom needs to leave Kat. If everybody's telling him that Kat's awful and he's still not making a move on that, like,
Yeah, and he comes home and nothing's done. So, for this guy in particular, how he really likes to live alone, he does have the room, but he's got everything already set up, and he likes how everything stays put and shit. It does make sense that he doesn't want people to move in with him, but if someone came to me and I lived alone and they really were struggling and it would be much more easier for them to stay there, I would I could see why they'd be fucking like pissed that he wouldn't do it.
but you
But I also
gotta,
can see where he's coming from.
I,
It
I,
is
s-
his place.
yeah, I definitely see both sides of this one a lot because it's like, this is like if I came to you, Gavin, and I
Yeah.
had a girlfriend that you did not like, but I asked to move into your place with her. Would you
Yeah,
still do
and
it?
she has animals, and she's going to be at home more than me, and she leaves a mess.
Right.
See, that's why I'm like, that doesn't seem great. If it was just like two normal ass fucking people or like something that didn't come with that much of a con,
Right.
yeah. But like I said, this guy's situation, I fully get why he didn't.
I think the dog thing is the big deal breaker for me. Cause like I have my own dog obviously, but like
Yeah.
dealing with other people's dogs, mainly when they're inside dogs,
True.
like my dog is an inside dog. It is awful. So like dealing with other
Yeah.
people's dogs in my own space where I already like to be alone, like I relate to this guy a lot. So
Yeah.
I can definitely see where the fuck he's coming from. And he
That's what
said
I'm saying.
he even said that he would help Tom, but it's just Cat that he's annoyed with, that he doesn't want Cat to fucking live with him. Which is so
Yeah.
fucked, but it's like it's understandable. It's definitely understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't think this dude's the asshole. I think
No.
he's chilling, man.
Yeah, he's definitely not an asshole. I feel bad. Like I would be mad if my friend didn't like my girlfriend, but literally he said all of my mates know how Cat is and told me
Yeah.
I did the right thing. So it's like, Tom, you gotta fucking get something through your head with this fucking woman, dude.
True, yeah.
You gotta know, brother. And they're getting
Mm-hmm.
married, by the way. This is his fiance.
Oh yeah. That's a oof. That's a big fucking oof. Bro, if she's not working while you're just living at their parents, just get enough money and just leave her and leave her at her fucking parents' house. At least you know you're not leaving her with nothing.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, like, what else are you, I mean, if they, like, it's better than breaking up at his place or or breaking up with her and like kicking her out somewhere.
True. Mainly because of her dogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Yeah, Tom's got to get the fuck out of there and just let Kat stay there at her parents till they boot her out.
Till they boot her out too.
Yeah, with the dog. Yeah, I mean, dude, with the dogs,
What the
that's gonna
dog
get old.
doing?
That's gonna get old.
Oh my god, dude. Look at this title. Look at this fucking title on this one. Am I the asshole for causing my friend to elope?
Huh?